Alrighty, so looking at the perfect square trinomials, there are three key characteristics. The first one is there's always three terms, right? X squared plus 8x plus 16. There's our three terms. The second is that the first term and the third terms are perfect squares, right? X squared is x times x, 16 is 4 times 4. And the third characteristic is that the middle term is twice the product of the square root of the first and third term. So when we take twice, we're going to multiply by 2, and we're going to multiply x and 4. 2 times 4 is 8, so we have 8x, and that's our middle term. So this here is a perfect square trinomial. Because we see the plus sign, we could factor this as x plus 4 squared. So because there's a plus sign here, we're going to use a plus sign in our factored version. Let's take a look at some more examples on slide 12. So for this one, we have three terms. To factor, we want to take the square root of x squared, which gets us x. The square root of 9 is 3, and because it's addition, we're just going to do x plus 3 squared. And then we're done. You can also see that that middle term, 6x, is double 3 times x. All right, 2 times 3 is 6, 6x. So you can see that it does work there. Over on the right, the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 25 is 5. Notice that that middle term is double 5 times x, so we could factor this as x plus 5 squared. And again, we do plus because we see that addition sign first. Beautiful. Push ahead to slide 13. 16x squared minus 48x plus 36. So the square root of 16x squared is 4x, and the square root of 36 is 6. Now we have a subtraction sign here, so when we factor it, we're going to do 4x minus 6 squared. So that's the factored version of this starting polynomial here. Let's look at another one. The square root of x to the fourth is x squared. Right? X squared times x squared gets us x to the fourth. Square root of 1 is 1. We see subtraction, so it's going to be x squared minus 1 squared. Beautiful. Push ahead to slide 14 when you're ready. So on the left, we have the square root of 9x squared, which gets us 3x, right? 3 times 3 is 9. X times x is x squared. Square root of 1 is 1. We see subtraction here, so we're going to write it as 3x minus 1 squared. On the right, we have 4x squared plus 8x plus 4. Square root of 4x squared is 2x, and the square root of 4 is 2. We see a plus here, so this factors to 2x plus 2 squared. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cruising through, let's look at slide 15. So if we wanted to go the opposite way, if we wanted to start with factored form and go to our expanded form, this is our A plus our B. So we do see a plus sign, so we're going to use this top one. The first term is a squared. So 2x squared, 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Then we need b squared, which is that number 4 squared, which gets us 16. And then the middle term is 2 times a times b. So we have 4x squared times 16 gets us 64x squared. And then when we multiply it by 2, 64 times 2, oops, because we want to double it, gets us 128x squared. So putting it all together, we have 4x squared, that's our a squared, plus the double 2ab is 128x squared, and our b squared is 16. So this is our expanded version. Let's look at another one. On the right, we have an x here, and when we square it, we get x squared. Then we have a 6, and when we square the 6, we get 36. Multiply, oh, hold on, we made a little mistake here. We don't want to multiply 4x squared times 16. Hold on. We want to multiply a times b. So 1 second, I'm going back for a second. Our a was 2x and our b was 4. I thought that looked too big. So 2x times 4 is 8x. And then when we double the 8x, we get 16x. So that's what goes in the middle. Okay. So over on the right, our a is x and our b is 6. So when we multiply a times b, we get 6x. And then we double that to get 12x. So our expanded term is x squared plus 12x plus 36. There we go. Beautiful. I think we're going to do that on one more slide. Yeah, good. So once you have this all down on slide 15, push ahead to slide 16. So for this example, our a is x and our b is 3. Those are our two terms. We have a plus, so we're using this top format. A squared is x squared plus 2 times a times b. Well, a times b is 3x. And when we double that, we get 6x. So we're going to add 6x in the middle plus our b, which is 3 squared, is 9. So we have x squared plus 6x plus 9. On the right, our a value is 3x, and our b value is 2y. We see addition in the middle. A squared is 3x squared, which gets us 9x squared. When we multiply a times b, 3x times 2y gets us 6xy. But then we'd want to double that to get 12xy. And then our b, which is 2y squared, gets us 4y squared. So that's going from our factored form to our expanded form. Push ahead to slide 17 when you're ready. There we go. We got one more here. Okay, so our first term is 3x. Our second term is 4. And we do have subtraction for these ones, so we're going to use this one with subtraction. So when we take A and square it, we get 3x squared, which gets us 9x squared. And for B, 4 squared, which is 16. So we know we're starting with a 9x squared and we're ending with a 16. Now the middle term, right, we take our A times B, so 3x times 4, which gets us 12x, and then we double that to get 24x. So we're going to do minus a 24x. Over on the right, our first term is 5x. So when we take 5x and square it, we get 25x squared. Our second term is 2y, and when we square that, we get 4y squared. When we take these two terms, 5x and 2y, and multiply them together, we get 10xy, and then we double that to get 20xy. Put it all together, we have 25x squared minus 20xy plus 4y squared. Beautiful. Once you have all that down, push ahead to slide 18. Now slide 18 and 19 is matching. So I want you to, we're going to look at 18 together, and then I want you to do slide 19 on your own. So for slide 18, well, we'll start this together. We have 3x plus 3 squared. So this is looking, right, like one of these. So when we figure it out, 3x squared is 9x squared. We see addition, so it has to be plus. 3x times 3 is 9x. Double that to get 18x. And then 3 squared is 9. So that's going to be that first one there. So all you're doing is just drawing a line to what the factored form is to the expanded form. So I want you to finish this slide on your own. I want you to try it. And I also want you to do the same thing on slide 19. And then on the last slide here, slide 20 is just a check-in slide. You can do a little emotional color check-in. And then I want you to check your grade for this course, see where you're at. We're about a month away from the end of the year. So great time to check your grade and check in about if you need to find a time to meet with me to work on anything together. Okay? Y'all got this. Reach out if you need anything. See you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.